Hi everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I'm doing a collaboration with Ina. I love her stuff, always adored her stuff, and I was commenting on one of her latest collaboration, and she mentioned to me, well, would you want to do one with me? And of course, it didn't take me any time at all just to say yes, of course I want to do one with you. I love her stuff so much that it's quite an honor actually to that she would even consider doing one with me. So I'm searching for something. Sorry guys. This is what I want to use. Okay, so what we decided to collaborate on is making a zine. So I've never made any of those. And basically it's a type of little leaflet magazine type of thing. And I watched a video from Erin, and I will put down in the description down box below the link to her video and how she made it. And so I'm following those instructions, and technically Ina and I decided to make it not too big so that you know, it wouldn't cost a fortune to mail out to each other. And so it was supposed to be postcard size, and so to make it you need to have a big piece of paper, and I wasn't quite sure what would be big enough to actually be able to do card size, because postcard size are about 6 inches by about 4 1/4. So that means, I'm in my calculation, that means 17 inches by 12 inches. So 17 is way too big for a regular scrapbook paper piece. Therefore, I purchased a huge roll of craft paper, and this is the huge roll, except that here it's 30 inches wide. So that was like way too big. So what I did is I actually did the size, the 17 inches, and I cut it in two. Like I folded the piece over. So now I'm left with, should be 15 inches, and yes, that's exactly 15 inches. So it's going to be a bit longer than what we had initially decided, but that's the paper I've got to work with, and I'm sure Ina won't mind. One thing too, we didn't want to make it too big, because basically I'm making the background and then sending it to her, and she's going to be embellishing it with some of the stuff that I'm going to send with this. The theme of this project is going to be my favorite things, so that is a big vast theme, so it can be pretty much anything. To start with my piece, I figured since I'm sending it to her, I was going to do some of my favorite things, which is the colors in the yellows, the browns, a bit of green, gold, and that sort of thing. So this is what I'm going to be doing, but I'm not sure how sturdy this is going to take to mixed media. Therefore, I'm putting some clear gesso. I've got the Liquitex clear gesso, so I'm going to put it all over here, and hopefully that's going to help protect it a bit and make it a bit more sturdy, so that it would accept all the rest of the stuff that I'm going to be putting on it without, completely going crazy. It's funny how it's supposed to be clear and it's showing as milky white. I don't use the clear one very often. I usually use either the white one or the black one. One good thing too about not making it too big, this thing, is that it's kind of hard to have enough work surface to be able to make this, especially in my case, because I end up having so much stuff on my desk that I'm crammed into this tiny little space, which makes no sense because my table, my workbench is quite big, but But anyway, because I want you guys to see it too, it wouldn't work if it was too big, right? Because I wouldn't stay in frame. So as I had mentioned in another video of mine, I'm trying to do stuff while talking to you guys, because that has been a request. I might cut out, however, the still when I'm doing the blow drying, because you don't need to see that. You know how to use your heat gun to dry off whatever you're doing, right? More. I really hope this helps this paper stay throughout the process. Why is it that whenever I start filming, I get the sniffles? Does that happen to any other of my YouTube buddies? Like, this is crazy. I was fine. I get to filming and I start having the sniffles. Okay, so I'm going to dry this, and I will cut out this part, and I will be back as soon as I finish drying it all. Okay, so I'm back with my dried version. It's all, you can feel the grit on it versus the other side. So hopefully this will hold. So let's start off by putting some, oh, one of the things I forgot to mention before I started doing this. One of the reasons I put the clear gesso on it is because since I'm using browns and yellows and greens, this is brown already. So I thought it'd be kind of cool that it would show through on some of the areas. So let's just randomly put this. Kind of make an abstract art piece out of this. Sure hope it turns out okay. Always a bit nerve-wracking, right, when you're trying something new for the first time. Well, I don't know for you, but for me it is. I guess I didn't shake that paint as much as I thought I did. Kind of weird consistency. Okay, so that is colored a bit. I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing a bit of collaging before I do other stuff, but maybe I should dry some of it a little bit. So it's just a bit thick in some areas. Just spread it out a bit more. Okay, So one of the things that I wanted to use on this is this napkin. I love this napkin. Usually I don't pay much for my napkins, and I purchase them at the dollar store, but this was a set that was at Winners and or equivalent of TJ Maxx for those of you that are in the States, and I just had to purchase it because I love the texture on it. But I'm not going to put it right now because you're not really going to see it. So I'm thinking more along the lines of book text. Now the only thing is, once I cut this out, just have to make sure that I don't put the book text kind of in the wrong way, because it's going to be folded, so it's going to look funny if it's in the opposite way, you know. So let's put some of this. This is my Liquitex varnish and gloss medium. So, and this is paper, book paper that I had used some stenciling on. When I wiped off my stencil, I used it on there. It's kind of hard to maneuver and not put this in the midst of the varnish. And it's funny, I've got some sequins in my varnish. Maybe they'll end up being used in see, there was a little, okay, just found a home. And there's another one. Random little pieces, Ina, that just wanted to go home to you. Wasn't supposed to be there, but hey, let's just go with the flow. I think it makes it kind of fun. Okay, so just make sure it's glued down properly. Okay. So another thing that I have lying about on my desk is some music paper. So let's use that, because I love reading and I also like music. So this is kind of, this kind of goes, this has to be this way. Just because I know, I don't know about you, Ina, and I don't know if it would bother you, but it would bother me to send you something that was upside down. It might actually happen though, because I tend to forget as I'm working along and in my own little crafty bubble. Okay. So now, what else? I was thinking that maybe I could put in some of this deli paper. It kind of goes with the colors I want to go with, and it's kind of pretty. And it gives added texture and stuff. Just realized the bottom of my zine here is not being addressed. I'm not putting anything on there. And I should. It's going to make it very boring otherwise. Okay, so that's done. What else? I'm gonna wait a bit for this. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe I can start using another color. Maybe I can put a bit of orangey. I'm going to dry this a bit more.